brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Tuesday morning. Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the North. I'm back in the morning groove. I'm back in the morning groove. So yesterday what happened was...
What happened to that groove?
Went to bed super early on a Sunday. Like, we went to bed before 9. We were in bed. We were just reading and watching an episode of Futurama. And then just fell asleep around 9. I got up at 4. I was like, couldn't sleep anymore. Got up at 4. Went to the bathroom. I was like, just up.
Fell
up
asleep
now.
on the toilet.
Easy.
Oh.
Don't ruin the end of the story.
You're stealing Elvis's bit.
I'm stealing this bit. I died on the toilet. Threw everything away. No, so went to, made a little coffee, made some toast. Avocado toast, as it would happen, which is why I was late. Had my avocado toast, my millennial avocado toast, and then fell asleep on the couch and missed work. Pure millennial garbage.
No house for you.
No. So, I mean, no house for me, even if I work every day for the rest. So that's what happened. So I was on the couch. I was watching a bit of that Tiger documentary, doing a little reading.
Right.
And just...
had a little glass of warm milk.
Had a glass of warm milk. Bottle of wine. And just fell asleep. Fell asleep on the couch.
Put you right out.
At like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up at like 8. And I've sent you guys a message saying, sorry, guys. Totally slept through that one. My bad, but I'm here again. And we got a nice show. A nice little program. Lots to talk about this morning. Yeah. Okay, don't give me that. We got a good program.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Tuesday morning. Little Paul Simon to get us into a relaxing area. Reminds me of Saturday afternoons with my dad.
Aww.
Yeah, he loved Paul Simon. We are on YouTube. Apparently didn't know that, but you miss one day and everything changes. But apparently this has been going on for quite some time. Lecter, explain to me what's going on.
We've been keeping this dastardly secret from you.
I don't want to be on YouTube.
Well, I mean, just like a static image of you is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
One,
good.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Use a good picture, for goodness sake.
No, it's just the Mornings at the Cabin podcast gets uploaded to YouTube as well as Spotify, as well as SoundCloud, different platforms that it just kind of spreads to when you upload it onto what's called Spreaker.
Like a virus.
Like a virus. That's right. Infecting all who come near.
Oh, thank goodness.
And so yesterday, we of course did the morning show. Well, Anyway.
It still fascinates me that you do the entire show without me.
I don't, you know what?
I figure you guys should just cancel it. Just run old voice tracks. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Keep doing the show. Because there's going to be days that you want to take off, and I'm not going to not do the show, right?
I suppose not.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's going on YouTube?
So, the podcast went up yesterday.
Yes.
But if you are a regular listener to the Mornings at the Cabin podcast in the following countries, Cuba,
what?
Iran,
Oh, wow.
North Korea,
Whoa.
or Syria.
They have YouTube in North Korea? I thought North Korea banned all of YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising that they have YouTube in North Korea.
You can't get that kind of freedom in there.
Just like major restrictions, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you are a listener to Mornings at the Cabin in any of those countries, then you may have thought that we just didn't have a podcast yesterday.
Wow.
It got banned in those countries because
Of Ollie Williams.
Mr. Ollie Williams
Ugh.
broke copyright law
Oh, no.
by playing the Carol of the Meows.
No. Meow, 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 meow,
Which
meow, meow, meow,
apparently
meow, meow.
somebody makes money off of.
I'm sure they do. Absolutely they do. And somebody's heard that and then told the guy, Phil, somebody's playing your Carol of the Meows. Oh, get my lawyer.
Not in my country.
That's right. I live in Cuba and North Korea and Iran.
How could we stop this? Well, we can block it in Syria.
Large holdings. Block that in Syria. Well, that's interesting. That's funny. And you know what? I mean, Ollie constantly breaks copyright law.
He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't.
No,
he throws copyright law to the wind.
Yes, he does. This is following a It's becoming a trend with Cabin Radio. You may know that on I think it's the Cabin Radio Facebook page. We get reoccurring notifications that Warner Brothers. Where is it out of again? It's not
Warner Brothers can stuff it.
It's like Warner Brothers Japan, or something.
Yeah.
Continues to block a video that we have on our Facebook page. From the Challenge Cup.
Yes, that's right. Because it has some music.
Yeah, just under a year ago.
Yeah.
Last year we put that up. We live streamed the entire Challenge Cup games, and it's it's bad because there is about maybe 30-second in between plays. Snippet of "You Sexy Thing."
No, that's right.
By Hot Chocolate.
Huge in Japan.
And,
huge.
Big time infringement.
Absolutely.
There. So that video keeps coming down in Japan.
That's hilarious.
And the lawsuits are just piling up.
So the good people of Japan, you won't get to see that high school hockey game.
No. That had nothing to do with you.
Nothing at all. It was a great game, though. What a great day that was last year.
Hey, Ron McLean was there. So,
Ronnie Mick.
Maybe they want to catch a glimpse.
Kept looking for Don Cherry. Couldn't find him. He's outside the rink. Everyone's stepping over him. But that's very funny. Banned in Iran, banned in Syria, banned in North Korea, banned in Cuba. These are the countries I wanted to be banned from when we started this whole thing. So
it's what we set out to do.
That's absolutely right. So mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, that's good to know. And if you want to catch us on, where are we on YouTube? What's our YouTube page called?
I think if you just search, you know what? I've never actually looked it up myself.
Oh man,
just because I've never had any reason to.
Let's
try it right now. If you go to YouTube and you type in
Cabin
at the Cabin,
morning routine at the Cabin in the Woods. That's
there you go.
Where?
Big there's at least
there it is.
one episode.
June 5, 2020. It's actually titled June 5. It is Cabin Radio's YouTube page. June 5th show got 2 views 7 months ago, so that's super nice.
Red Hot Mornings at the Cabin. How did that only get 2 views?
Oh, my Lord. 2 views, 6 views, 27 views. All right.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay. That's the most viewed video we have of the 10 that are on there. Not even 10. 8. What?
No, there's got to be more than that.
It shows 8. There's 8 videos, so I'm not sure why we're doing that.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast, where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the North in the all-new 2021 F-150, the 14th generation of F-150, the best-selling truck in North America for 54 years. You heard that right. 54 years.
You have stats on that?
I mean, it's on a window sticker, so...
Oh, okay. Well, good enough for me.
It's a point of pride for the F-150. Did you know that there are more F-150s, actually, no, more Super Duties, so that's the 250, 350, or 450, and up.
You're just throwing numbers at me.
I know.
I don't even know.
So the Super Duty, like the higher like capacity trucks.
It's just you add 2 wheels with each time. So
that's right. Just keep on adding.
450 has like 6 wheels on the back.
Yeah, the 850 is just wheels.
Yeah.
And this, I'm not extending the ad. I just always found this fascinating that there are more Super Duties sold in Texas than there are in all of Canada.
Yeah, that sounds.
It might even be F-150s, if I'm remembering correctly. It might even be more F-150s sold in Texas than there are in Canada.
I don't know. Texas always strikes me as Dodge country.
It is not.
I
Dodge
guess because
country.
of the Ram, like Texas Longhorns.
And you got like right, and you got Sam Neill doing not Sam Neill, Sam Neill. 6-foot turkey, huh? No, what's his name?
Sam
Neill. No.
Simon.
No.
Cook.
What's his name?
No. Gagne. No.
Sam 8 Points Gagne?
Sam Mustache.
Sammy Mustache.
That's the one.
Yeah. I mean, he's got that great voice.
Yeah.
Guts, glory, Ram. You need to cuss so much, dude. I can't do that voice. Anyway, new video.
Just to reiterate, Morning's the Cabin.
Morning's the Cabin. We did social media already. We got another social media story we want to talk about because you just filled up the list with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But we got a new video.
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
Sorry.
Good Lord. Sorry for me, too.
I needed to get that out there.
Yeah, no, he's great.
Yeah.
New video up on cabinradio.ca. Check it out. If you love Penny, as we do, Penny's attempt to kick sled
Oh my God.
It was pretty adorable. So Kimmick does rents kick sleds, right? Is that what it is?
I believe so.
Yeah, so they rent out kick sleds. So if you don't know what a kick sled is, you tie a dog to it and you stand on the sled in the back and you kick on it.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not going to lie. I watched the video with no volume.
Yeah.
So if that was mentioned.
No, there's kick sledding at
that part.
But I mean, there's kick sledding at Kimmick Kennels. So thanks to Kimmick Kennels for getting together with us on this video. Sarah Prize has that for you. And yeah, Penny does okay. Right?
Well,
I mean, she rolls around on the snow a lot.
she gives it a go.
She gives it a go.
She runs.
It's one of the most adorable things you've ever seen because Penny is an adorable little girl and is not going to get any bigger than she is now. She's basically still puppy-sized.
Yeah, pocket retriever.
Yeah, pocket retriever.
Or snack. What was it? Snack spaniel? They're calling her?
Snack spaniel. A snaniel. So everybody... look into some other dogs having some difficulty on the kick sled as well. It looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like something like I don't think I want to get Betty to try to pull me, but Phoenix for sure.
Oh, Betty would do a great job.
Oh, she would.
Yeah,
because she weighs almost as much as Phoenix.
You kick along with her. You don't,
I know,
she
but
have to pull.
I'm 3 bills. Betty, she had double knee replacement surgery. I don't really want to put her through that. I think having Phoenix get pulled is probably the better way to do it.
Yeah,
but
and you'll sit on the seat, right?
I'll sit on the seat. No. I'm sure she could do it because she's such a strong girl, but I don't want to put her through that.
Yeah,
like,
that's
we
fair.
spent a lot of money on her knees.
Yeah. Maybe next winter.
Yeah, maybe. She's getting stronger by the day. But the the part of the video where she's with a trained sled dog is just great.
God.
Penny's just like, I just try to get to her face, like, come on, where are we going? Where are we going? I'm going this way. And then she gets pulled. She gets pulled a little bit.
You can hear the dialogue,
like
from Penny, just in your mind, from Penny to this other dog. Like she's kind of looking and like trying to like get this other dog to engage with her. Like, we're really doing this, huh? We're sled dogs. Look at us go.
Look at us go.
We're pulling the sled.
Where you going? Where you going? The other sled dog just gave up.
She's
like, you know what? If you're not going to take this seriously, I'm going to go home.
And then at one point, Penny, she just forgets where she is and what she's doing, goes off course and gets pulled by the cord and just corkscrews.
And she got a GoPro on her. It's adorable. Well done, Sarah. On that video, go check it out, cabinradio.ca. We know you love Penny, and that's why we give you the Penny goods.
Cabin Radio's Morning Show Podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
Mornings at the Cabin, brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the North Wheeler and Lecture with you on your Tuesday morning. Very important decision to be made. As we know, the city continues to wrestle with what to do with this new pool.
Oh, I thought this was going to be about breakfast.
Oh, is it about breakfast?
You just said very important decision.
Okay, fair enough. We do have before we get into that, very important decision to make. I have a major brekkie penalty for yesterday because I slept in. Oof. So we have a rule here. If you call in, that's right. If you message after 6 that you're not going to make it, that's a brekkie penalty, which means you got to buy breakfast. Yeah. Fair enough. So I have to buy breakfast.
Yeah.
What?
A minor.
Yeah. That's a minor breakfast penalty. Yeah. But I put a major breakfast penalty.
Yeah.
Because I just slept right through the show. And it's not well looked upon.
I was thinking about this a little bit earlier when you mentioned how it happened.
Yeah.
And so I like how you went to sleep early.
Yeah. Woke up super early.
You would think, then, you wake up refreshed at, slightly earlier, but you're ready to go.
Absolutely.
You went to bed at a reasonable hour.
Reasonable.
Nice and early.
Mm-hmm.
And then slept right through the morning show.
Well, by the time I fell asleep, or probably around just after 6, I had already been up 2 hours. Right? Yeah. I'd done my yoga, did my hike, ran my 10K. So, I mean, I was tired. That's all. It was just tuckered.
Yeah. You'd already had a long day.
I already had a long day. The day was half over. I was having my midday nap. And so I owe breakfast. But as with every other brekkie penalty, I will not go get it.
I thought you were going to bring in it.
I should have, but I didn't leave myself enough time.
You didn't go to bed early enough.
I didn't. No, went to bed at about 10:30 last night, which is super late when you're getting up at 5. So there it is. So I owe breakfast.
I'm going to get you on a routine.
I am on a routine.
I go
to bed between 9:30 and 10 usually every night, and get up between 5 and 5:30.
What happened Sunday night?
Every morning. I don't know. We went to bed early. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about having only one day off a week, and I understand that having a day off is it's a privilege to have, because people who don't get days off. But having one day off a week, so I got home a Saturday, And I was supposed to go out a little bit. Ended up going to the Woodyard after work just to watch a little hockey, fraternize with people, and have a beer.
Fraternize?
Probably, you know how I do. Just to wait for Phoenix to get off work. So I went there, had a drink, I got some dinner, and rolled home.
Right.
I went to bed on Saturday at like 9:30. It's so having one like day off where you get that one night before the day off where you can stay up and do something crazy. Went to bed at 9:30, and
I mean, this is your late 30s.
That's right. I know.
That's a late night now.
Yeah, I know it is. It's terrible. So I got up super early-ish on Saturday morning, and then or Sunday morning, and then we went out for a good rip.
Yeah,
on a skidoo. So it was nice. AJ Andrew give you the shirt off his back. Goodwin lent us his sled for the day, and we went out for a rip. I hadn't been out in years, and Phoenix. I had thought that she'd never driven a skidoo before. But she had, and it's just been like 15 years.
Right.
But anything that happened before me is like, whatever. That's when her life really took a turn for the better. No one believes that. Really, it's the other way around. My life took a turn.
For the better.
For the better.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry to clarify. Clarify. So we went out for a rip, but I mean, like it was beautiful. I got a map of some of the trails around town. So was able to, like, I knew where some of them were, but a lot's changed, obviously, since the last time I had a sled.
Right.
So there's just hundreds of kilometers of trails all around the city, and it's a beautiful thing. A lot of, like, really nice groomed things that people travel on a lot.
Right.
What's crazy is that we went out past Long Lake, and we went on this trail that goes way out past the airport, past Long Lake, onto the highway almost, like, way out. And there's still like we passed so many. Well, it's World Snow Day, and we passed so many cross country skiers.
Yeah,
I'm like, you are 20 kilometers out of town.
Yeah,
go home.
No,
go home, you cross country skiers.
They're on their way to Blatchford.
Yeah, well, probably. For goodness sake. But yeah, we didn't even realize it was World Snow Day until we got home. It's like, hey, we did a little World Snow Day thing.
Yeah.
And got out there for a little rip, and we were out there for about 3 hours, and I was going to come back and do a little bit more of a loop and kind of go through the city, and Phoenix just kind of gave me a tap on the back and said, I got to pee. We got to go. I'm like, fair enough. Got to go. And we were all bundled up, so it just makes it that much harder. Plus, we were out there it was like at the end of the third hour that we were out there, so we're like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
It was great fun. So thanks to AJ. And thanks to the Great Slaves Snowmobile Association, who does like a lot of this, like mapping the trails and doing a lot of not grooming, but like going out there on the trails every year and being like, we're going to be the first to like roll over it, and kind of get it packed down and whatnot. Yeah. So
I thought that was the whole reason you asked AJ to Borwit was because of his World Snow Day, and you were being festive.
Not at all. Just wanted to go for a rip.
Yeah. All right.
Want to go for a rip, and I mean it was kind of like, well, should we get one of these things? And no, but still.
We should get two.
Two of these things so we can race them. It's super fun. So I mean, if you got out there this weekend with the beautiful weather, I mean, what a perfect day to do it. So that was really nice.
Yeah,
a nice
awesome
way to cap off the weekend. And then we came home and played a little Catan with her folks over Zoom. We've just gotten addicted to it. I mean, we play Catan with her folks a lot when we're there anyway.
Yeah,
but now that we have it all set up over Zoom, perfect.
Well. Sounds like you had a nice little Sunday.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Completely understand why you slept through the morning show
yesterday. I mean, this is one of those perfect days where you're just like, I'm not going to work.
I know. I hope this never ends.
And it didn't. So yeah, it was. But I mean, it is. It just happened to fall on a Monday, but it was like one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna take the morning off. You know what I mean? And I didn't do it on purpose, but I mean, I should have probably. I should have just called and been like, I'm taking the morning off. I'm not coming in.
I had too much fun yesterday.
Too much fun.
Yeah.
Too much fun. But it's just a real reminder. I'm never forgetting how beautiful it is here, but a nice reminder to get out in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're incredibly lucky to live in a place with such remarkable beauty, and also a place where you could easily get lost. Good Lord. We went further than we wanted to because we were going to go on this trail and come back, and then we were like just kept going. It was like I looked at the phone. It was like location. So it was like, oh, we are nowhere near the trail that we're supposed to be. Let's double back. Easy to get lost out there, but we had a ton of fun. So again, thanks to AJ, thanks to the Great Slave Snowmobile Association for marking up those maps and marking up those trails, I should say. And good time had by all. I don't know. I wouldn't say buy a Skidoo, but if you have access to one, go for a rip.
Well, nobody's hesitated to buy a Skidoo this
no
past
doubt.
year.
So much so that you can't buy one in the city. So, I mean, obviously a lot of people getting out on the sleds. And I mean, we just saw a ton of people out there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody out there enjoying the weather. So that was very cool to see. All right. The thing we were going to talk about, we'll talk about when we come back.
Okay.
Big decision for the city to be making.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the north. Joined by Ollie, who is happily snacking away on a hash brown from A&W, who are not sponsors of the morning show. But hey, the food's in the studio anyway. What?
Oh, thanks. They kind of unofficially are.
Yeah, kind of. Unofficially.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to hear you were munching on that. There it is.
One day they'll pay us.
Yeah. Little ASMR
Maybe.
for your morning, little hash brown.
Yeah. I don't know if that's better or worse than you cracking your knuckles into the mic. Oh, there it is. Wow, the combination was just a symphony. Holy.
A cacophony, if you will. Give me 1 second here. I just want to pull up this picture. Mayor Rebecca Alty put this up a few days ago on her Facebook. Also, just kind of putting it out to the city. As we know, we are still. Is it still a decision to be made whether or not we're going to make this new pool? Or
I think it's still a decision to be made.
being done.
Yeah.
Well, no, look how near I lost half hash brown then.
Yep.
It can't happen without a public referendum.
Of
so
course.
it's got to go to a public vote.
Okay, so it has that part hasn't happened yet, so we don't know whether or not. But still,
So council has to decide what it wants.
That's right.
Then it goes to the public, and the public will say, "No, we hate it," and that'll be the end of that.
yeah. But I mean, since when does the public know what it wants? Look what's going on in the States or Alberta. I think we should. I mean, I'm pretty in favor of having a new pool. I am.
Yeah.
And but aside from that, she put out a question as to whether or not we, if we do get this new facility, what kind of water slide should we put in it?
Right.
And absolutely, I am all about this conversation because I haven't had a water slide in a pool since it was at the old Fraser Towers.
Right.
There used to be not really a water slide. It was just a piece of playground equipment that scooped you or put you into the pool, basically. Just pooped you right into the pool.
Like a trebuchet?
Like a trebuchet.
Okay.
No, it's just like a short slide. It was like probably not even a 10-foot slide that just kind of dumped you right in the pool.
Yeah.
So it's a great question. And it's, if we do get a new facility, which I hope we do, I think we should have something like this, at least a slide or a rope swing or something.
Yeah.
So she put it out there. There are two options for a water slide. One is just a crappy half tube that poops you into the water. That's basically all it is. And the other is like an actual water slide with a water pump and lifeguards protecting it and monitoring it and stuff like that.
No sphincter.
No sphincter at the bottom of the water slide.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, we could put one there if you want.
Well, then it would be one that just poops you into the water.
That's right.
You seem against that.
So, so what she proposes here, a couple pictures. One is of course just the basic slide, and one is like just a diagram of what like an actual water slide would look like. Mm-hmm. So, what's proposed to be included is a simple water slide that won't require extra staff on shift dedicated to operating it. You can see these pictures on her Facebook page. The other option, which is the bottom one, would be to add a water slide like something you'd see at a water park. It would add another $1.4 million to construction costs. So immediately everybody's like, no. On top of that, we would need 2 staff members to operate it. One person at the top, one person at the bottom, on top of the lifeguards that are required to monitor the pool. So whenever the slide would be in use, which would be on public swims and family swims, I imagine, you would have a couple extra people. So it would be an extra cost to operating the pool, i.e., in essence, more taxes to pay for it. So as soon as she mentioned taxes, you've got half the people who would vote on this completely out of it. Council is currently set to schedule the vote on this on Monday, the 25th. So coming up next Monday, feel free to reach out and let her know your preference. Well, Mayor Alty, my preference is an actual water slide.
So $1.4 million.
$1.4 million. I don't care. I don't care where it comes from. I want that water slide. Ollie, where do you stand on this water slide debate?
So bored of it. It's been going on for years.
Yeah.
We had
The water slide debate or just the pool
water
debate?
slide debate.
Yeah.
Well, that was part of this since the beginning.
Yeah.
So we had a year-long aquatic center advisory committee,
Right.
which met many, many times and provided a bunch of advice from the committee to council. And that ended like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Since when council has just been going back and forth and has, to the best of my knowledge, ignored outright most of the advice from the advisory committee. And it's still years hence debating what size pool do we want? Whether we want a water slide. Last week, they were like, do we even want to build it in the location we're suggesting we build it in? Like, just get on with it.
Yeah.
God almighty!
Can you imagine if your part-time job spent this much time debating something like this?
It would be as though we have, bear in mind that cabin radio has been a thing for as long as the plan to build a pool is a thing, right? It'd be as though we were still in the Black Knight, meeting every Tuesday saying, well, listen, what should the dimensions of Studio One be?
That's right.
Should it have 4 chairs or 3 chairs?
Oh, it looks like we've run out of time. So,
do we need a studio? Let's put together.
Do we need a
Do
studio?
we want a nice big studio that'll take an extra 2 staff to man?
Yeah.
Or do we need just like a nice little itsy bitsy tiny studio that 2 people can squeeze into?
Quiet reminder at this time, 4 years ago, we were discussing putting it in a shed behind AJ's house.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've come a long way. And,
But we made a decision. The Shed Advisory Committee reported back, and we decided.
Well, it's
I still remember the pictures of him having a meeting with his buddies and like drawing up the plans. We're like, we're all really excited
They're
about
framed
it.
behind
It's
you.
right there. It's right there in Studio One for posterity. And then we were quickly reminded by the city, like, you can't do that.
Right.
We're like,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I guess we'll try something
Well,
else.
we could do it. We just had to have it like. The engineering had to be that we'd
You
have
had
to
to
have
have
it
a
like
permanent
engineered
foundation.
to the rock face.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were like, yeah, all right, for a glorified shed, this seems a little bit much. Why don't we just rent downtown?
Oh, I remember being so excited about that. The possibilities of like, how cabin-esque it would be.
Yeah.
And then like, can you imagine trying to do that now, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go into a cold shed to do this?
I mean, it was basically like that yesterday morning.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
Okay. All that aside, all this debating aside, and all this back and forth about whether or not to put something simple like a water slide into a pool. Where do you come out? Ollie, do you want the simple slide? Or do you
At the
want
bottom of
actual-
the water slide.
Yeah,
is
at the
where
bottom
I
of the water
intend
slide. Yeah,
coming
that's
out.
right. Right at the sphincter.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
if
want
I come
the
out in the middle, that strikes me as bad.
That's right.
Come out at the top, that seems like it just didn't even
Oh,
start.
it reminded
That means
me
you've
of.
gotten stuck and they've removed a section.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yes.
No one ever wants to be hoisted back up a water slide.
No.
That suggests a
No.
grave
No.
malfunction.
And anyone who's been to Cultus Lake Water Park knows exactly what we're talking about. Flying off slides. I almost did that once. That's in BC, by
Never
the
been
way.
down a water slide.
Really?
You've never been down a water slide?
No.
Wow.
Oh, city, $1.4 million, so Ollie can experience the wonders of a water slide.
Honestly, I would chip in $10.
You know,
That chip in $10.
suddenly
I mean, that's what it's going to cost you, probably.
Oh, you're going to have the time of your life.
Oh my God, water slides are so much fun. Oh God, as soon as we can, we need to go to West Edmonton Mall. We're going to need to go to the water park.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
2033, book it in, everybody.
Beautiful. Can't
Yeah,
wait.
when
We'll get
we
one of
can
those.
leave.
Oh man, cabin radio trip to Edmonton. We'll get one of the theme rooms. We'll get the Greek room, or maybe the train room.
Do they do that?
They
I haven't
still have
been to
them.
West
They
Edmonton
still
Mall
have
in
them.
so long.
Yeah, so they still got the theme rooms, and you go down the water park. I love it. Let's do it.
I like it.
I don't even care about our aquatic center anymore. I only care about this trip. Okay.
We're not going to build an aquatic center. We're just going to give every resident vouchers for travel to the West Edmonton Mall for the
Yeah.
next
You know what?
decade.
It's not the worst idea.
I am fully full water slide, like full
Yeah.
actual water slide.
Yeah.
That's where my vote is right now.
Yeah. I can't get over the fact that there's supposedly nothing in between
Well, there is.
a piece of plastic
Yeah.
and a $1.4 million mecha slide.
Go big or go home.
It's funny.
Like
It's funny that you
fair
mentioned.
enough.
First comment under her post, Dwayne Simmons, local realtor, suggests something in between water slides that you see in most hotels with pools, right? They don't have a monitor. They don't have a lifeguard. You kind of do it at your own risk.
Right, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a pretty simple setup.
Yeah.
Now, Mayor Alty replied with hotel pools are different than public pools according to public pool regulations. So hotel pools are considered semi-private, don't require lifeguard supervision, whereas public pools obviously do. So there could be some hoops to jump through there. But I mean, a simple setup like you would see at a Super 8 in high level could also work.
Yeah.
And then maybe you just need one person to monitor it.
I would just be really interested to know what $600,000 can get you in
A
the
splash
world of
park
water
that
slides.
nobody wants. Okay. So it's what's the proposed budget for the aquatic center, Ollie? To
Depends.
$57 million or something like that?
Depends if they want to build the Olympic size one. Let's just can't say out loud without giggling
man,
slightly. Or
we
the,
might be able to host a Canada Games at some
or
point.
the 25-meter one. I think there's about a $10 million difference. Off the top of my head, don't quote me. It's around $50 million.
Around $50 million. So $1.4 million on top of $50 million. Pfft, who cares? That is paltry. Paltry. For a proposed budget of $50 million, you know it's going to be $70 million anyway. So why not toss another $1.4 million on the fire and put a water slide in there? And there you go. Yeah, I bet you get more people to go to it if you got a water slide in it, right? At least for a couple of trips.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, they put a basketball net in there one time, and it really juiced the number.
Hey, well, right. Let's put a water polo court in there, right?
I love it.
Hey, there we go.
You know?
I love it.
Yeah. Did you ever play water polo?
No, I've reported on it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, cool.
I've done play-by-play on water polo in my time, but I have never actually participated.
So we got our play-by-play man.
Yeah.
We just need a couple teams
That's
with
right.
some trained-up players, and we got ourselves a league.
There goes Willie Johnson. He's an excellent splasher.
Water polo players
Are
the
an amazing
fittest athletes I've
yeah,
ever
yeah.
met.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to touch the bottom, so you've got to play for, I think they're 12-minute quarters, and you've got to stay afloat doing an egg beater kick to keep yourself afloat
Crazy.
for a very, very very long time.
Hasn't AJ played water polo?
Well,
AJ's played
Exhibit A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Say
in
no
pretty
more.
good shape.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
the debate rages. We don't even know if we're getting an aquatic center, but I know where our votes are landing for the water slide. Full water slide, 2 lifeguards. That's a couple more jobs in the city.
Just to see Ollie go down it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's worth $1.4 million.
Whee!
Oh, the joy that will fill his face.
I see him coming out at the bottom being like, water slide, you say. I just kind of flopped around. If you have Rebecca on Facebook, you can obviously answer her question there, and I'm sure it'll come up. It's on Monday, January 25th at 7 p.m. when council is set to vote on the water slide. That's what they're set to vote for, the water slide.
Pandemic? What pandemic?
We don't even know we're getting it. Monday, 2 hours dedicated to the water slide. I love it. Oh, choose right. This is where democracy really takes hold. That's going to do it for Mornings at the Cabin for this morning. We love you. We miss you. We just want to give you a hug. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourselves a good day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.